Where is the suffering in your life today? What aspect of your life are you happy with, and what aspects of your life are you struggling with? And out of those, which ones are the ones that we tend to avoid? What matters the most is the thing we're running away from. What matters the most is the exact same thing that we constantly avoid. So avoidance is the growth. Avoidance is the growth that we've been running away from all along. But the problem is, from the inside, as we experience life, we don't recognize that. We don't even see the avoidance in our day-to-day lives. And it's only when someone from the outside looks at us, they can see that there's something going on. So there's something being avoided. I'm encouraging you to look in that mirror. Look in the mirror of avoidance. And what do you see? What part of your life are you avoiding? Is it the weight loss? Is it the relationship and the conversations that surround that? Is it your finances? Your inability to save money? Whether it's saving on the little tiny coffee, $5, $6, or the bigger purchases and subscriptions that you are not canceling. No matter what's going on, you avoid looking at those bills, avoid canceling and getting in touch with the institutions that are charging you. There's avoidance in every category of our life, and the more important, the more touching that topic is, the more we avoid it, man. That's the problem. And this is a cycle for every single one of us. We are all suffering from this. And we just don't see ourselves. Imagine some of the very first human beings that were able to see what they look like. Probably in some river or some lake somewhere. They saw a picture of their own face, as rough as it was, right? They got to actually see what it is they look like through somebody else's eyes. What a liberating, yet simultaneously trapping experience that is, to know, finally be able to see yourself, to know yourself finally, and finally have a picture of who you are. That's what we're experiencing today. We don't know ourselves well enough, and we avoid that. We avoid the opportunities that introduce us to who we are. Talking to a partner about relationships, talking to a partner about important conversations, acknowledging your own truth, your own important conversations that you need to have with yourself, going through the list of priorities. These things open up windows and doors to other aspects of our lives that are invitations for growth. That invitation for growth is not going to be there forever, just like everything else on the face of this planet. Nothing is going to be here forever, neither are you. So when an invitation for growth arrives, what do you do with it? Do you wait for the next opportunity, and then the next, and then the next, and before you know it, you're 55 years old? Or do you take advantage? Do you get on the bus, hop on the airplane, and go for the ride, and allow life to carry you on through experiences, through journeys, some of which you'll hate, some of which you'll love, some of which you won't want to talk about to anyone, and some of which will be the most memorable experiences that you have ever had. The most memorable experiences which will stay with you for the rest of your life. The experiences that will carry you on into gatherings and meetings and social interactions where you actually get to meet a whole lot of new people and make friends and make impeccable connections with other human beings and open up doors in ways that you would not have even imagined. So much of that is dependent on saying yes to opportunities as they unfold and allowing yourself to truly experience those. I moved at the age of 13. I moved to a different country, spoke a different language that I was not in any way prepared for. That was a traumatic, torturous experience in some ways. It affected me mentally, physically, psychologically. It affected me in so many different ways, and it still affects me today, 20, 25 years later. But if I hadn't made that choice, even as a 13-year-old, if I hadn't stuck with that choice for at least a couple of years, I would be a different person today. And I would argue that I would not be in this moment. Most of the opportunities I've had, most of the moments of growth, experiences of growth that have come through education and career, quality people that I've met, friendships that I've met, have all been a result of me moving to a different part of the planet. And so do not shy away from opportunities when you least expect them. That is precisely when opportunities appear. Opportunities are not waiting for us to be ready and then they show up and say, hey mate, I'm here to say hi. Opportunities come when the time is right. And when the time is right is not necessarily when the time is right for you. For you, the time might be completely off, but the time for the rest of this world, human experience, universe, wherever you call it, is right. And that's why that opportunity has arrived at your door. And you must lean in. You must take advantage. You must go for it in that moment and experience failures. We tend to say no, we tend to avoid because we fear the failures. And there's all sorts of variations around it. No, we actually fear succeeding. No, we fear what other people might think of us if we fail. I don't care which version of fear of failure you believe in. I don't care. What I care about is you recovering from that fear. What matters to me as a coach is that you can get out of the mess that is pulling you back. I don't care exactly how and why and if and all sorts of variations of like the way it was all created together. I don't need to know the scientific physics and the atomic aspects of it. I just need to get out of there and move on with my life. I need to get out of there and not look back. I need to have enough knowledge about it to be able to say, okay, I understand it to the best of my ability. Now I'm going to move away. Now I'm going to move on. Now I'm going to carry on with life because life isn't waiting. The more I'm stuck in this position, the more I'm unable to make my own choices, the more I care about what other people think, the more I fear my own failures, the more I fear what happens if I succeed and I can't maintain the success. The more I think about any of that, guess what? The more I'm wasting my life away. The more the time is clicking and I'm getting older, and these beautiful moments, this youth, the joints, the body, the mental ability, the mental capacity, the physical health ain't coming back. So here we are in November of 2025. My only message is avoid the avoidance. Move on from all the avoidance that's been stopping you. And you do that one step at a time. You do that one day at a time. You wake up each day and you do something you don't want to do. And it's just that simple. And you wake up the next day, you do something you don't want to do. And precisely asking that question, what is it today that I don't want to do? Sometimes what I don't want to do is going on a 3-mile run. Sometimes I can't wait to start running. And what I don't want to do can be as simple as practicing Spanish. Do what you don't want to do that day. Do that first. Do that every day. Life isn't coming back, y'all.